Hey, Anissa Coy here with Firehouse Education and this week's Ask Anissa video column. And this week, our question came in via email and it was sent in by Ralph. And Ralph asked me several questions actually. So, hi Anissa, I came across your channel in YouTube and went to your website. I just wanted to thank you, first of all, for sharing information about ozone hydroxyl and about your business. Truly informative website and video clips. Well, you're welcome, Ralph. I do have a quick question if you don't mind. I am new to ozone and hydroxyl and doing some research if this is a business that I can start small in my area. I know you mentioned about ozone being an issue with your clients and employees. My questions are: one, I wonder if after treatment using ozone while using an air scrubber help out the area. Two, does active carbon filter in the air scrubber help neutralize ozone fast after treatment? And three, how long do you let ozone simmer before airing it out? I read that ozone has a half-life, but not sure if you start airing 30 minutes or 1 hour after treatment. Thank you so much. Sincerely, Ralph. Well, so first off, Ralph, thank you very much for the email, and I'm happy to hear that you enjoy the videos and you found it valuable information. I would be curious to know what exact business it is that you're wanting to start in relation to ozone and hydroxyl. Are you wanting to get into odor removal? Are you getting into restoration, cleaning, thus odor removal? Just not quite sure there. So it really doesn't matter based for my answers, but I was just curious. So first off, I want to say a couple of things. The biggest difference, as I've said in other videos, between ozone and hydroxyl is hydroxyl doesn't hurt people, hydroxyl doesn't hurt things, and hydroxyl will cover more odors and take care of them than ozoning will. The biggest thing is that hydroxyl is so much safer. As far as using ozone for odor removal, not only did I find in the past that there was issues with ozone actually reacting badly to like glues and other chemical type reactions in the items that I was deodorizing and or the structure, that I don't have with hydroxyl. The other thing is, you asked about setting up an air scrubber and the airing out. Would a carbon filter help? So I did some research because I actually have never done that. So I did some research myself. And what I found was that, so ozone is a gas, right? It's not a particulate. And so I found mixed information about that. An air scrubber is supposed to help filter out ozone out of the air, and yet it's not a permanent filter. If you have carbon filters, it can indeed help minimize in one respect, I was finding in my research. And then I was finding those in the camp that said absolutely not, the carbon filter and the HEPA air scrubber doesn't do any good. Well, it would definitely help with the odor for sure and removing the gas, but it doesn't stop ozone from having bad effect or reaction on like other glues in glue down carpet or chemicals used, by a taxidermist who sets an elk mount and things like that, which is where some of my concern is. The other thing is, running a HEPA air scrubber with a charcoal filter does not make it safe for you to be in there and breathing that. Like, it can still hurt you. So the other thing about ozone is heavy. So when you're ozoning, you want to, it falls. And so you want to have your ozone machine set higher in whatever area it is that you're ozoning. And then that room or area has to fill up with ozone for it to really to start taking effect. So it takes, usually up to 24 hours before the ozone really starting to do anything. And the thing with hydroxyl is it starts working within half an hour. So almost immediate. So hydroxyl doesn't have to fill the space, which is another reason why I like it so much versus the ozone. I want to make sure you also said something to me. Okay, so as far as how long do you let ozone simmer before airing it out? Okay, so that's what I was talking about. Like, the ozone has to build up and fill the area for it to start working. And then you have to let it sit and have dwell time for it to work as well. So as far as when do you start airing it out, back in the day when I was using ozone, when we were done with something, we would put our masks on, we would go into the house, structure, building, whatever. We would turn the ozone machine off, and immediately we would open up windows, we would open doors, and we would start airing out. Then we would all stay out of that area for 1 to 2 hours, and we would turn on, when we turned off the ozone machines, we'd actually turn on air scrubbers to start them running as well. But we would stay out of the area without masks on, not entering it, for about 1 to 2 hours to make sure that it was aired out. And it usually had strong smell, that chemically ozony smell, but it was safe to go in. As far as airing it out for homeowners, I have had homeowners complain about the odor up to 2 months after, like, their clothing, for instance, was ozoned. So it really depends on the person and their nose and their particular, heightened sense of awareness when it comes to odors like that. So anyway, I would highly encourage you to look into hydroxyl machines. And if you're going to look into hydroxyl machines, definitely you want to get in touch with me. Send me an email, anise@firehouseeducation.com, or call me 509-684-0767, and have a conversation with me, because I can help you out on knowing which machine to purchase and get you all set up with that if you need. So anyway, thank you so much, Ralph, for watching the videos, and thank you for your question. And I hope that that helped you. Please comment below the video if it did, and be sure that if you're on my YouTube channel that you are a subscriber. And please, please be sure that if you're watching this video on my YouTube channel, that you are also subscribed to R&R, Restoration and Remediation Magazine. They are an amazing resource in this industry, and for products and teachings, education. So go to rnrmagonline.com and subscribe to their e-newsletter, and you will get this and lots of other goodies in your email inbox every Friday. On that note, I'll see you on next week's Ask Anisa video column.